Hey, I'm Kyo, a time traveler. Today, I'm exploring a timeline where one of history's most infamous emperors never came to power. It's 54 AD, Emperor Claudius just died. In my original timeline, this was the moment Nero ascended to the throne, ushering in an era of both artistic flourish and terrifying tyranny. But what if Nero never became emperor? What if someone more competent, more stable, had taken the throne instead? I've arrived in this alternate Rome, and immediately I feel the difference. The air itself seems lighter, less burdened by fear. The city is thriving, bustling with a vibrant energy I've never witnessed in historical records. There's no paranoia, no whispers of plots or purges, no tyranny, no emperor burning his own capital city and blaming innocent people. The Senate actually has real power. They're making decisions, debating policies with genuine fervor, their voices echoing through the forum with authority. Rome feels stable. It's a stark contrast to the Rome I know, a city often teetering on the brink of chaos. Without Nero's madness, the empire doesn't descend into the same depths of cruelty and self-destruction. The persecution of Christians never happens, or at least not with the same widespread intensity and brutality. Nero's reign of terror profoundly shaped how Rome was remembered for centuries. Without it, Christianity might have integrated into Roman society peacefully, perhaps even becoming another accepted cult, instead of being forced underground and becoming a persecuted religion that eventually rose to dominate the Western world. The entire religious history of the Western world shifts dramatically, a ripple effect from one man's absence. But there's more. Nero was obsessed with art, theater, and building extravagant monuments to himself. He bankrupted Rome with his excessive spending, draining the imperial coffers for personal glory. In this timeline, without his wasteful spending, the empire's vast resources are channeled differently. They go toward infrastructure, building better roads, aqueducts, and public works that genuinely benefit the populace. They strengthen the military, expanding Rome's borders and securing its frontiers with greater efficiency. Rome becomes even more powerful, more organized, more efficient. It's a golden age of pragmatic expansion and internal development, a vision of what the empire could have been. However, there's a dark side I'm discovering, a subtle undercurrent beneath this apparent prosperity. Without Nero's theatrical madness capturing people's attention, without his singular, unifying target for public discontent, internal conflicts simmer beneath the surface. Political factions grow stronger, their rivalries unchecked by a common enemy. The Senate, while powerful, becomes more fractured, prone to infighting and deadlock. Ambitious generals, seeing a less centralized power structure, begin to eye opportunities for personal gain and military coups. The very stability I felt at first is actually fragile. It's like a powder keg waiting to explode. I realized something crucial. Nero's chaos, as destructive as it was, actually delayed Rome's internal collapse. His madness, his tyranny, his very existence, inadvertently united people against a common enemy. Remove Nero, and the real, systemic problems of the empire surface faster. The deep-seated political rivalries, the ambitions of the military, the economic disparities. These issues, once overshadowed by Nero's antics, now accelerate. Civil wars erupt sooner, perhaps even more devastatingly. The timeline fractures into conflict, not from external threats, but from within. When Nero died in 68 AD, in our world, it was the beginning of the end for Rome's golden age, a period of instability known as the Year of the Four Emperors. But in this timeline, that end comes faster and harder, perhaps even more brutally, because the empire was never forced to unite against a common, internal threat. It's a strange paradox. Sometimes history needs its villains to hold things together, even if it destroys everything in the process. I've seen what Rome could have been without Nero, and I'm realizing that our actual history, as dark and tumultuous as it was, might have been the only way things could have unfolded, a necessary evil to prolong the empire's existence. Thank you for watching, and follow for more.